Blog Talk Radio.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to another episode of The Laptop Lifestyle with Alicia Lyttle and Lorette Lyttle. This is Alicia with you today, and I'm excited to be here with you today. I'm going to have a special guest join us, so we're going to listen out for him, and once he's here, I will definitely bring him in so that you guys can hear him, and we're going to talk about some New Year's goals. So whether you're listening to this show live today or you're listening to it at a later time, goal setting is really, really important. So I'm going to start out just by talking about some basics of goal setting. Now, if you're listening to this live, it's the day after New Year's 2013, and we're all sitting down trying to make our New Year's resolutions list, right? What are you writing down on your New Year's resolutions list? What are you saying is going to be different in 2013? So as you're looking at that list, what are you really thinking to yourself? All right, here's what I'm going to accomplish. Here's what I know I'm going to do. Here's my goal. Here's how I'm going to meet it. So that's what we're going to talk about in the beginning of this call, and then we're going to bring in our friend Ivan Harris, who's going to talk a little bit about what his goals are for 2013 and how he helps others achieve their goals. So really excited to be here with you guys. And the first thing that I want to talk about is setting realistic goals. So write that down. We're talking about how to make a great New Year's resolution list, right? Set realistic goals. That's number one. So what's the main reason why you didn't keep your New Year's resolution last year, right? So if you look at some of your resolutions and they didn't stick, what were some of the main reasons why? Well, I can bet that one of the main reasons why it didn't stick was because it wasn't realistic. So, I want you to set realistic goals and then really look at your goals and say, okay, is this a goal that I need to achieve in the next 30 days, or is this my goal for 2013? Let's say it's a goal to lose 50 pounds. Is it realistic to do it in the first 30 days of 2013, or is this your goal for the year? So identify, once you've written down realistic goals, identify the time frame in which you're going to achieve these goals. Also, if you've got a really big goal, like lose 50 pounds, why not break it into, smaller chunks as well? So how much do you need to lose each month for the next 12 months, right? So really start to break things down to make things as realistic as possible for you. Okay, so now that we've gone through number one is set realistic goals, the next thing we're going to talk about is creating a plan for success. And the special guest that I'm going to bring on, he's all about planning and really having a success mindset. So Ivan Harris is going to talk to us a little bit. I'm going to ask him how he creates his plan for success. But what I want you to do is write down, create a plan for success. What's your plan? How are you going to get there, right? So, again, we just talked about if you've got a long-term goal, something you're going to achieve over the full year, break it up into smaller chunks and start planning out how you're going to get there. So really create a plan for success. And then number three is find an accountability partner, right? So you really need someone to, we always lean on people, whether it's a coach or a family member or a spouse. Find that person that you can lean on that can help you achieve your goals. Somebody that you can share your goals with, share your plan with. They're going to support you and say, all right, you want me to be your accountability partner? I'll be that person for you, and I will definitely help you reach your goals. So for you, find that accountability partner. I've got a lot of accountability partners in my life between my family and my business partners, right? Who's your accountability partner? Who can you call on to keep you on track? All right. And then number three is to track what you're doing and monitor what you're doing so that every time you reach just a small part of your goals, the realistic goals that you set, every time you accomplish something, that you celebrate your success and that if on the road to reaching your goals, you travel off that road a little bit or bump and fall off, that you can look at your progress in the past and look at where you're going, and you know how to, how to come back and get on that path again. And then number 5, I want you to write down is to allow for mistakes, right? So allow for mistakes. If you hold yourself, too tight and you don't allow for mistakes, then when something happens, when you jump off of that road, as you're trying to reach those goals that you've set in your goal setting, and you fail or you come to what you think is failure, if you don't allow yourself to fail, then you're not going to allow yourself to get back on your plan. So if something happens, you've slipped off your plan, you didn't meet your goal for the month, you know what? Brush it off and allow for mistakes to happen, get back on the horse, and immediately start, back on the right track. Once you've got a plan as well, you can go back to your plan and readjust it. So allow for mistakes and for readjustments. And then number 6 is celebrate your successes. So it's really important to celebrate your accomplishments. A lot of times, I know I'm guilty of it, you might accomplish something, but you still say, oh, you know what, that's only a small part of what I really wanted to accomplish. So you don't celebrate it. You're just hard on yourself that you still haven't, achieved all that you want to achieve. So, for example, we got a Kindle book up. We wanted to get, we want to do a certain amount of Kindle books this year. We've got our Kindle book up now. We're doing a promo for it today. And I'm saying to myself, that's great. We've got one Kindle book up so far in 2013, but look at the long list of Kindle books that we're going to be putting up this year, and we've only gotten one done. Well, guess what? It's the second day of the year. Am I being a little bit hard on myself? Of course. I should just celebrate the success of having our first Kindle book up and then really look forward to getting more up. So if you can really celebrate your success, then you can push yourself to, not only can you push yourself to reach your goals better, but you can also push yourself towards looking forward to the celebrations and achievements. And I know that I find stuff that I like to do and I write it down. All right, I want to go to the spa. And then I write down next to it what this is my reward for. Right? As an entrepreneur and someone who lives the laptop lifestyle, we can do whatever we want, whenever we want. So we have to, give ourselves checks and balances. So I said, all right, I'm going to go to the spa when I finish this Kindle book. So once the Kindle book is done, guess what? I'm cashing in that IOU to myself, and I'm going to the spa. So celebrate your successes. It doesn't matter how small they are or how big they are. Make sure that you celebrate them. All right, now I'm going to check to see if my special guest is here. Ivan, are you with us?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
I can, yes. We are so happy that you're here with us. And I was just telling everybody listening to the show that, we've asked you to come on today because you are an inspirer, you are a motivator, you really help a lot of people to understand how to get from where they are today to where they want to be. But before we dive in a little, we've just gone over making New Year's resolutions and,
Right.
6 steps to really making sure that the resolutions you make this year, that they're going to stick and that those things are going to happen for you and how to make sure that they happen. But what we want to talk to you about now is really how you always seem to be in the right mindset for success and how you get other people in that mindset. But before we get there, we want you to introduce yourself. So everybody knows that you're Ivan Harris and you're this great success coach and an inspirer and a motivator. But tell everybody your story. Who is Ivan Harris?
Well, Alicia, first of all, I want to say thank you for even having me on the show here today. I tell you, it's a great honor and a privilege for me to be here with you and, of course, Lorette. You guys are just awesome. Ever since I've known you, you guys have just been tremendous people and just a real blessing to be here with you today. I'm a simple guy, Alicia. I'm not, I don't have a lot of frills and chills with me, but I'm just a person who has always been about others, been about people. My motto that God blessed me to come up with years ago is takers drop like a rock, but givers rise to the top. And that's
one more time. Say that one more time.
Okay. Takers drop like a rock, but givers rise to the top.
I love it.
And yeah, that's my motto, Alicia, that I came up with years ago, because I've been out here a while in the industry. I've got a lot of experience, about 19 years now in the home-based business industry, but I've always been in college or wherever I've been, people have come to me to get help or counseling or encouragement, and it's just something that's been in me to just reach out to people and want to see them be what they want to be and more. A lot of times I can look at a person and see where they can be versus where they are. And that, is something that I really love to do. But anyhow, I'm a minister by vocation. But like I said, I have spent a lot of years as a minister and then also as a motivator, a teacher. I've also been a substitute teacher. I did that for like 20 years. So just a very variety of a lot of different things that I've done. But the thing that I love the most is I do a lot of training online, mentoring, coaching, things of that nature. People have seen videos that we've done that God's blessed us to do. And these are the types of things that I love to do, is train people, show them how they can take where they are and what they're doing and go to the next level. But as you said earlier, it's got to start with the right mindset. Mindset is everything. If the mind is not there, the body can't follow because it doesn't know where it's going. You see what I'm saying? So it's so key that you have a made-up mind, a mindset that's just like a steel trap, that regardless to whatever happens, I'm moving forward. So that's what we strive to help people get to that point, and get to the point to where they're moving and going forward despite whatever the circumstance that they're going through.
Right, and why do you think that sometimes people get so caught up in their circumstances? There's so many people who say, I can't right now, I'm going to do that when, when this happens, then I'll do that. How do you really get people beyond that, and why do people, I'm sure I've done it plenty of times, I'm sure you've done it plenty of times. How do you get people out of that rut?
Well, I can tell you, Alicia, this. It's really belief. Most people get hung in the belief phase. It's so difficult for a lot of people. And I remember Les Brown saying that he procrastinated for years because he just did not believe that he could do it based on what people were telling him. And this is the same thing with us, Alicia. A lot of people are living in situations where people are telling them, oh, you've never done it before, so how can you do it now? I tried that too, and it didn't work for me, so what makes you think, what gives you the audacity to believe that it's going to work for you, and it's not going to work for you either, and da-da-da-da-da. And then besides all of that outside chatter, you got the chatter going on inside your own head that says, well, maybe they're right. Why? I've never done this before, so, What makes me think I can do it? In fact, I probably can't. You follow me? And we talk ourselves out of doing stuff because of we're looking back. We're looking backwards. We're looking at what we've done before. And somebody has said to do something that you've never done, you've got to become someone that you've never been.
Right.
And that is the key. But it all starts in the mind. It starts in the mind. Now, as far as that goes, one of the things that I would strongly suggest to people is this. Every day, Alicia, every single day, I get on that computer and I listen to positive stuff every single day.
Every single day. Give me examples of the people that you're listening to. Who are you listening to?